Hi guys, good to have you back on the channel. In this video, I'm going to be guiding you through the breath control plugin we have here, and I'm going to be showing you things you can do with these two breath control plugin. And after this video, I'm hoping that you will be able to decide which of these two plugins to go for whenever you are mixing your vocal. I'm DeBreath. If you're new here, I want to say you most welcome to the channel. Please use the sub button to be a part of this channel, and also hit the like button because it helps the video reach those who should be reached. And you can also share the video all by yourself using the share button. With all that being said, I suggest we dive in the video. Alright, so this is the first plugin, which is the DeBreath by Wave. And I play with you know, but first I love you to hear the raw performance with any of the plugin. Then I activate the two plugin.
Since 97 ghetto, but they hustle. Since I come inside, my people just they struggle. I they ask myself now waiting where I can do, but I know say all my hustle could they double away.
So you hear as my guy sings, you hear the breath. He's kind of forgetting his breath, which is good, but in the process of mixing, we don't want it. We want to get rid of it and want to do that as quick as possible. That's when we're going to decide which of this plugin to use. So first, I'm going to activate the DeBreath plugin. Then we see.
Since 97 ghetto, but they hustle. Since I come inside, my people just they struggle. I they ask myself now waiting where I can do, but I know say all my hustle could they double away. Leave me yo.
So as you hear right now, though we had the first breath coming through, but all of the other breath didn't come through, right? So then let's go to the breath control by isotope. Then after, I will then take you through the parameters I tweak here. So then this is the isotope rep.
Since 97 ghetto, but they hustle. Since I come inside, my people just they struggle. I they ask myself now waiting where I can do, but I know say all my hustle could they double away. Leave me yo. Them no.
Alright, so that's for the breath control by isotope. You just hear. Now I'm going to play again the DeBreath by Wave, and I'm going to show you the parameters I tweak in order to get the result. So after all, now I'll then tell you what my best take of the two. So if you look at the DeBreath by Wave, you have few control here. You have the breath, you have energy, and you have reduction. These are the three controls you're going to be messing with most when you open up this plugin. Let's play again, then I'll show you things I did.
Since 97 ghetto, but they hustle. Since I come inside, my people just they struggle. I they ask myself now waiting where, but I know say all my hustle could they double away. Leave me yo.
Alright, so I see here and now. So what I did with the DeBreath by Wave is pretty much simple. So you have the breath here. So this breath, if you bring down here, it's gonna be reducing the breath, but this is more like the gate. If the verse passes, the gate will then close. So the more you push this up, the more you be closing the gate on the verse. So if you go aggressive with this is the result you're gonna get.
Since 97 ghetto, but they hustle. Since I come inside, my people just they struggle. I ask myself, but I double. Them no one let me go. Too much pressure on my shoulders, but I'm better up on my own. Too much pressure on my shoulders, but I can never let go.
So you see how it works right now. I try going a little bit aggressive with the two controls here. We had our vocal cutting up, which you don't want. So if you ask for a reasonable level, I'll tell you this one here, which is the energy gate, should be set around 20, 15, 10, and then you play more with the breath up here, which is gonna help you. And for me, in my case, the reduction is always at 50. Yeah, that's how I want it, and I don't play with the rest of the control here. So one more time, I'm going to play the DeBreath. Then we'll move to the RS breath control. Then we call this the end of the video.
Since 97 ghetto, but they hustle. Since I come inside, my people just they struggle. I they ask myself now waiting where I can do, but I know say all my hustle could they double away. Them no one let me go. Too much pressure on my shoulders, but I'm better up on my.
Okay, so guys, that's it for the DeBreath by Wave you have here. And now let's come to the RX by isotope. If you open up the isotope RS, this is what you're going to agree with. You have a few control here. You have gain and you have target. So the difference between the gain and the target is if you set the gain will then reduce the breath without cutting the breath. It will just reduce the breath. Whenever you reach there, it's going to lower the breath and then pass, lower the breath and pass. If you set to target is going to just cut out the breath. Yeah, once you reach to where breath is, it's going to cut the breath out. And one thing I should say these two plugins have in common is they are kind of auto detect plugin, so sometimes they might go right, sometimes they might not go right, so keep that in mind. Now let's go ahead to the gain. Now I've set the reduction to -80 as you see here, and you can also play with the sensitivity here if you want to make it more sensitive or less. I usually leave it as it is. Yeah, now let's go ahead and play.
Since 97 ghetto, but they hustle. Since I come miss my people just they struggle. I dey ask myself now waiting where I can do. But I know say all my hustle could they double away. Lily me yo.
So as you hear the gain, you stay here, you still have some of the breath coming in, but due to the fact that I've lowered almost to infinite, you don't have it coming in more. But if I'm around like 30 or 50, you'll be hearing the breath, but this time around it will be much lower than the original.
Since 97 ghetto, but they hustle. Since I come miss my people just they struggle. I dey ask myself now waiting where.
So you see where the plugin pick in, the breath is much lower, but in my case I will always suggest you use target. If you want to get rid of the breath completely, you go ahead and use target, which is cool, and then you just set to the amount that you want to set it to.
Since 97 ghetto, but they hustle. Since I come miss my people just they struggle. I dey ask myself now waiting where I can do. But I know say all my hustle could they double away. Lily me yo.
And then we're out.
Since 97 ghetto, but they hustle. Since I come miss my people just they struggle. I dey ask myself now waiting where I can do. But I know say all my hustle could they double away.
Okay, so let me then play both plugin one after another, then we call this the end of the video. So now we on the DeBreath by Wave.
Since 97 ghetto, but they hustle. Since I come miss my people just they struggle. I dey ask myself now waiting where I can do. But I know say all my hustle could they double away.
Okay, so that was the DeBreath by Wave. Now let's play the breath control by Isotope.
Since 97 ghetto, but they hustle. Since I come miss my people just they struggle. I dey ask myself now waiting where I can do. But I know say all my hustle could they double away. Lily me yo.
And there's this thing I want to say about this plugin. The fact that you are using these two plugins does not mean that you yourself cannot go about this manually. So the reason of these two plugins, they are there to help you speed up your workflow. But in the case that it's not getting rid of this first breath here, you also can just cut the clip and then lower the breath to your liking. Alright guys, so this is the end of the video. By this time, I'm hoping that you have gotten your head around the plugins here, and you can now finally decide which of them to go for whenever you are mixing your next track, which is good. And if anything you have to mention, please let me know in the comment section. I will address you as soon as possible. But with that being said, I hope to catch you on the next video.